Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines 2. Now, in the last episode, we've identified that we've got too much open space here for this to look like a bit of a natural city. And I think we've got too much low density also. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to do a little bit of selective high density zoning on Alyssa Street over here. And then do a little bit more in terms of medium density in some of these areas. Yeah, I think that's kind of the plan. Then we'll get a little bit of a higher density cluster going on. Maybe actually around this intersection, we'll go a bit more high density. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of this. And we're going to grab ourselves of some office buildings. Now, office buildings does not have any funky pieces. So what we'll do is we won't go directly onto this road here. But if we were to do something like that, I don't think it's zoning onto the main road here. So it won't actually work. Let's just go back to that and have a look. So we've got something going on over there. Maybe what we'll do is let's actually do a little bit of work around this section. So let's do something like that. Like this. Like that. Maybe something like this. Oh, it doesn't want to do that one. Can we do something like that instead? Okay, let's try a bit of this. So it still wants to do a little bit like so. We'll get these buildings in this area. Let's go a little bit on this side as well. Something like that, maybe. That's going to be the few big ones there. Now, let's intermingle a few North American style higher densities like this and see what we get from that perspective. Something over there. Maybe a little something like that. Keen to see what we kind of end up getting with that. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll see what that kind of ends up looking like. But I think that's going to be pretty good. What I'm also going to do is I'm then going to start densifying over here. So let's grab ourselves medium density. I'm not going to do row housing. We're just going to do medium density, probably the North American style. And we will do that and see what we end up getting. There we go. That's looking a little bit better. That's filling it in a lot better. So here we go. Our first higher medium density area. We've got a few offices running in here. That will start to drive things up a little bit. Yeah, I'm not too opposed to that. And I think that could actually work out to be really good here. And we still obviously can expand into this area. We now have our road network here, which I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure. I'm a big fan of this road network the way it is as the moment. But we'll continue to think about that a little bit. But yeah, the slightly higher density that we're getting here, I'm kind of liking it. I'm kind of liking it here on this road, on these roads. So what I'm keen on, let's get a bit of a path in here so we kind of move the zoning over. If we do that, yeah, we move the zoning over to this side and let's continue the expansion. Actually, let's do, what we can do is we'll do a mixed use. We'll do one sizable kind of mixed use area in here. Why is it saying it doesn't have car access? We'll have a look at that in just a minute. I'm not sure it's supposed to have car access on this side. And then we'll continue with a little bit more of this. If we do something that's a slightly deeper one, it's not going to fill in that entire section though. And we'll continue to expand a little bit of this. Is that going to be... Yeah, I think it's going to kind of be about the same size that we have. And on this side, maybe if we do something like that, can we get... Ooh, that's actually pretty good. It's the offices that's the big one. Why is this guy being a bit of a pain here? Don't know, but we'll keep an eye. We'll see what that looks like when it's done. But now we're starting to up it a little bit. Yeah, this is not the North American style, is it? I don't mind it. This looks pretty good, but I don't think this is the North American style. I think this is the European style. Let's just have a look. What was the last thing we zoned with regards to this? It is the European style. I kind of... It's okay. I'm not opposed to it. This doesn't seem to be working, but we'll keep an eye on that and see what's happening. But yeah, and then obviously to the back of these, we can provide a little bit of access, you know. We can do some things. So for instance, have a bit of a slip road into access point over here. I'm going to actually remove all of this and I'm going to take out all of that zoning there. Okay. And the idea is that actually now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get the zoning to go to the other side instead, right? So we can do more big buildings on this side. Then we'll take that out and we do something else. But before I do that, let's get ourselves a bit of a slip maneuver road. In there. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say you're not going to do that. And you're also not going to have signals there. And probably going to remove this guy so that it's only on the one side there. So really now it's those guys can slip off into that direction to get in here. They can't necessarily get out unless they go back to one of those areas. But at least that's should be removing the burden a little bit. So this guy is still suggesting it doesn't. Oh, this is the European style. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Let's get that one out of the way. This one should be a North American style, please. Why is it having this issue here? There we go. Now that seems to be looking a little bit better. We're starting to see a little bit of difference in verticality here. And that's starting to look a little bit good. I am going to remove this house over here. It's not in a favorable location for what we're doing. And then what we can do is we can kind of fill this in and we can do a little bit more high density. So let's do medium density, North American style. We'll do all the way. Yeah. Actually, we could probably do a little bit more. And we'll close all of that out. So we'll get that going. And we will also then do maybe a little bit more in the commercial side of things. Yeah, so maybe something like that will work. And then we'll do another couple of big buildings here. If we do something like that, oh, that's even higher. Excellent. So let's get one more higher one there. And then what we'll do is let's get a few more shorter buildings in place. Yeah, that's a little bit better there. And we'll do a couple more like that. That's going to seem reasonable to me. Now we've got this back area here, which could in fact be a bit of a parking lot. So let's have a look at parking. We can certainly squeeze something in there. We can't do that. And this guy won't work. But that will work. And we Yeah, we will need a little bit of support to make this work from one of these directions. So if we were to kind of, we'll have to squeeze it in over here somewhere, right? We could actually even do two. We do two over there. That actually kind of works. Oh, they actually seem to be potentially interconnected. No paths at the moment, but let's get a very narrow little laneway. Oh, okay. We've got the laneway going in there. I'm kind of tempted to. Do that, and can we? Oh, we can make it work. Got a laneway to the back there that'll give us access, and I like it. I like it. We've immediately got people starting to use it, and we've got that guy shaping up there, and oh, this is starting to look a lot more like a CBD area. Also, we can then now get this path connected over there, and I think that messed it up a little bit, so let's try that again. Oh, we need to fix that then. I don't want that to necessarily be signalized. Let's switch off the snapping. We'll just get it to tie in straight over there, so now people can walk straight this way, and I'm tempted to let them walk straight up this way as well. Excellent. So we've got a bit of parking going on behind these tall buildings. That's the biggest one there. I like it. It's looking good. We can certainly expand things further. And I'm thinking, oh, I don't want parking on here. So in order to remove the parking, I need to do something here. Sound barriers? No. Lighting? It's fine. We've got the lighting. Yeah, maybe we'll just do... I don't know if that's going to actually work and look nice. Can this work? I think that can work. We'll do that. I'm going to get rid of that. There we go. Oh, did we lose something here? What else can we do? Let's clear that one out. What we'll do is we'll add another in there and another in there, and we'll see how that works. Just to fill this area up a little bit. Yeah, so doing this, filling this in and having this area become way too busy is exactly what building a city is all about. Right? Because it's something that we'll need to sort out as we go. Oh, we've got a fair bit of traffic in a lot of different locations. What's with this biker gang hanging out over here? Yeah, pretty bike intensive, guys. Look at that little truck. Oh. Yeah. One of those mods. I think I've seen some of the mods around improving traffic, right? That you can do better signaling. Yeah, I really don't like what's happening with the signal phasing over here. Oh, and I wanted to kind of remove some of this, to be honest. So what I'll do, actually, is let's do a few things, right? Let's do a few things to upgrade some of this road network. Now that we've got a bit going on here, let's go with... we go with the asymmetrical... Yeah, we probably need to do that. And we probably need to do this, right? Okay, yeah, this is getting a little bit more intensive. So now we'll see what it's actually going to do. I wouldn't mind... How on earth? No. We don't want that. What I want to do Oh, you can't. You can only do the one lane here. Yeah, so that's a little weird. Oh, these guys are doing U-turns. That's interesting. There's a lot of traffic going on in this general area here also. So yeah, we're really struggling with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to block the traffic from going right here so that they use one of the others. If we do that, so no more turning of traffic into those directions. So you have to just go straight through there. Anyway, we'll keep that going, and I'm kind of tempted to remove this intersection here, but I think it's actually kind of monitor or kind of pushing our traffic back a little bit. Yeah, at least that's not becoming a big problem anymore. Anyway, so what do you look about this? This is looking pretty good. What I can do is I can, of course, what is this? I can run a road in here. And we'll do something at the back there so that we can actually add a little bit of density here next to this as well. Yeah, but I think this is going to be really challenging to manage on this road. Our roads have worked really well up to now because we haven't had significant traffic to deal with, well, so to speak. These guys are struggling a little bit because of how the traffic signals are set up here. I really wouldn't want to do anything apart from that, but they should be able to just come over here and join there, unless they're just trying to cross to the other side. Well, anyway, let's have a look at that. What we can certainly do is look at some kind of urban interchanges or tunneling or something like that if we wanted to. But for the time being, let's just go with that. What other demands do we have? Pretty much everything is in demand. So what I can do is I can certainly start looking at further expansions of densification in this area. Yeah, so kind of tempted to remove some of these pathways and add some more. Let's trim this back. Get rid of that and get ourselves another road section through here. And this time what we could actually do is we could run a one-way. Can we just move this guy over to maybe this side over there? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Oh, there's a crash. And oh, so what I'll do is I'll actually run. Let's just get rid of all of these, and we'll put some stuff back. Just in a bit. But what I'm keen on doing is give me this kind of a one-way setup. Give me a bit of a straight section through here. Okay, and we'll do that. Yeah, I like that. Excellent. I like that idea. And what we'll do is we'll try that one up there. Yes, excellent. So that's okay. And then what we'll do with this one is we'll make that a turnaround with a tiny little roundabout on the end there. And similarly, we'll run this section as a two-way, and we'll add a bit of a roundabout on the end of that too. I think this is gonna be sensible in the sense that it's using some stuff, but this is kind of what you would see as roads that would have been connected is now no longer connected kind of situation. And this is getting a lot busier next to the bus stop over here. So now if we're going to put our little pathways back, let's just make sure we Do something like that. And we'll do that. So that we'll get ourselves a pathway in there. And now there's room for a few more things, including a little bit more in the line of parking. And I'm thinking parking over here. So give me a bit of a parking area there. So if I grab parking, what's the size of this guy? Will it not? It won't squeeze. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to do a little bit of a mix and match. So we'll do some parking, some buildings, and I think that's going to be okay. So if we were to do a little something over there, so we've done a couple of parkings, and now we can fill in a little bit more demand. So let's squeeze a little something in there, a little something like that, like this, like that. So we'll get a few commercial style, American commercial style buildings going. And what we'll do is on the other side of the parking, we'll do something like that. So we'll see whether we can make a few buildings like that work. Yeah, that's going to look pretty good. What we'll need to do now is run a bit of a pathway through, though. But that's okay. I'm not opposed to that. So that links up these guys. Via all of these kind of pathways, we can add a little bit more in the commercial sense here. Do something like that. Do something like this. Doesn't want to really do the bigger guys here, it seems. Something like that over there. I like this idea. It's getting pretty good. What I can also do is I can start grabbing potentially another kind of residential. You know what? I'm not opposed to a little bit of residential in here. Again, we'll go with the North American style in this section. Let's do that in there. And on this side, slightly larger. Like so. And then we'll tie this off with a bit of that. Okay, that's. I think that's going to look pretty good. Let's get rid of the radio mast piece that we're working on. So that's giving us some more parking close to the bus station now. A few more buildings around here. We could. You know what? I'm going to redo this again, and this time I'm just going to say, well, it's going to make more sense for us to do this. No, hang on. Get rid of that. Is your zoning all broken up now? Let's get my zoning back and supported, and let's trim that back. That should work, right? Where's that little path? So let's okay, this is not the right tool. We want a straight shot from there. Okay, so grab that, give me the straight tool, and we'll just run it straight like so. And get it to line up properly, straight like that as well. And that should give us room for a few more things here. So let's do that. Presumably we could even bring it through over here somewhere, so all of these things are actually connected. Get a few more trees going on. That's starting to look a lot better in terms of getting people access. This road is no longer an issue. We also don't see anything over here, so really it's working okay. And I think from a density perspective, we're really filling in that cluster now. Got a bit of housing over here, which of course needs to be connected to a few more things. So let's get another why would you break the entire thing? There we go. I'm just amazed at how easy this whole thing gets broken. Let's run it out a little bit more, and then like that. Yeah, we'll do that, so we can actually squeeze in some more stuff there. Similarly, we might run this guy to that side, just in case we want to tie some stuff up on the other side there. Want to get rid of... So now that seems okay, we can kind of get rid of this guy. Let's just see what we have over here. Yeah, so we don't have... Why would you do that? Get rid of this. Give me... let's do... Let's do that. See what we get. Just the one? That's okay. That's okay. It's gonna... I think it's gonna look reasonable in this location. Okay, we can still add a little something in here. More commercial, maybe? More residential? This is a bit of a mix, right? So let's do that. Let's get some more mixed use in there. Now it's just slowly starting to fill in some of these open spaces, and that should be pretty reasonable. Into a fairly big road here, so we can then, of course, do some stuff still on this on this stretch here. We won't go all the way in there, but get a little bit more in there. Might get a little bit more in there. But we now have some parking around, and we are seeing this working. What's the state of parking over here? 10 bucks, 10 bucks, 15 over here. We should be making a reasonable amount of money with that, and we can slowly start to expand this as well. So let's get some more medium density allocations in here, and then then we could go and do a little bit more of this over here. That's pretty good. I like that. And what we'll also do is we'll let's just do a few more offices in here as well. If we do that, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's just leave it as is. That can be really sizable if we do it that way. Alternatively, if we do this, that's pretty good there. And then similarly, we can do the other side also. So let's do a little something like that, and a little something like this. Then if we get rid of that, we can fill in the back of this too. Okay, so let's fill in a little bit more there. Still a lot more office space available to us. So if we were to then just do these, yeah, they don't seem to want to do much else, so we'll do that. Maybe another big one over here to see what we can get with that. So here I'm only going to, let's just tie it in so that they can get straight through there and onto that area, but no access point there.
That's right, Jim.
Excellent. This intersection is starting to busy up a little bit because we've got density all around. But yeah, this will be a big intersection. This is probably going to be the big boy, especially if things get really busy. So yeah, this is now starting to become our CBD. Our step down isn't looking too bad. We just need to make sure we're dealing with some of these open spaces that we've got everywhere. And of course, traffic is an issue all the time, it seems. But I'm kind of liking it. So guys, tell me what you think about our filling in of this open area with a little bit of CBD space. Is that starting to look a little bit more like you would expect a city to do? And similarly, we can do something on the other side here as well, around the hospital and so on, and probably even around here, Pine Acres in here, just to do a little bit more of a busy kind of CBD style area. Yeah. And then we'll slowly step down into other areas. But yeah, we can do a lot more high density, I think. Where is our population going? Still pretty small, actually. Population isn't really getting there. And there would be a question around what's happening with all of these employees in here. Really not that many. 40 employees in a building like this? That'd be crazy. It'd be hundreds in there. It's a pretty cool building. What is it saying? Indie Lizard? What is Indie Lizard? Software, media, electronics software. Oh, what's its name? Gutenberg. It's a high-tech industry that we've got going on over here. Okay, guys, I think that's going to be it. The starting points of a bit of a high-density CBD area. There's a fair bit of density going on over here, though. And I think the idea for me is how do we kind of connect these things up? And I think this area might have to change up a little bit. And we'll actually sprawl our density in here. And I think this is actually going to become our CBD right there. And we have this kind of ring road style thing here that we can really upgrade and see how that works. But I think that might be what we do and put some bus lanes and things in there. But I think, yeah, I'm liking the idea of high density cluster in there and then a slow step down and maybe a bit of suburbs and another high density in here. But I mean, New York style, this entire thing could be high density, really. Or a mix between high and medium density. But then we'll need some suburbs out over there somewhere. Okay, guys. So tell me what you think about this. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.